Hi everyone, my name is Wojtek Wańbuła, this is Volleyball Performance, and today I'm gonna talk with very good coach and my boss in this season, Andrea Anastasi.
Good morning.
So you have spent 2 seasons, many time in Plus Liga, right?
No.
You was over 2 years coach of national team, and this is your 5th season in Gdańsk. How Plus Liga has changed in this time?
In my opinion, the Plus Liga changed a lot, honestly. I can say that probably the level of coach are bigger and bigger, and the quality of the player improve a lot, and the result is clear also on the Polish player because they achieve great result in the last 2 World Championship. No, I mean 2014, and this season they are 2018. They was World Championship because, in my opinion, the core of the team are in Poland. The core of the team work in Poland, and they practice technically and physically really good. And this is the result of Polish league.
And what kind of professionalism you expect from players in your team? Do you explain them in the beginning of season? What is your expectation? What they must do to become better player? What is your system? How do you work?
I use a lot the idea to the goal. No, I use the whiteboard. I explain to them the goal of the team from the beginning, and every week, every practice, I try to give them focus about the goal that they have individually and like a team. We have a goal like a team, of course, and we work all together, and we work especially on 6-on-6, but also individually. I give them every time a lot of informations with some goal. Some goal, what mean that you have to take care about the goal, about the player. You can't talk about all, but you have to fix some situation. And for me, every time is 1, 2, 3 things, no more, that they have to take care. When a situation you can see that is improved, you can try to give them something more or not, depends. No, but the idea is always like this, not to have 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal maximum, and work over this 3 goal.
What is next step to make volleyball more professional? I mean, what should change from player side, coach side, from club side, or from league side?
I think that in this moment, what we miss really is that there is a player that doesn't play national team that are stopped for too many months. And we are not organized in this direction. I think that first of all, we have to try to organize better the job of the players that finish the season in March, April. For example, this season there is part of the guys of Plus Liga that probably in the end of March and the middle of April they are finishing. They doesn't compete until the ending of October. There is a lot of month without working, and what is the idea is to try to improve the professionality of the player in this period, to try to elevate his skill in physical side and in technical side also. No? I think that this is one goal that we can improve. And in this moment, we are really in difficult moment because a lot of players are stopped, they don't practice good, and they have to have this goal during the summer. No? This is the problem with the player not of a high level. On the other side, there is players that play too much, practice too much, they don't have rest, and is another big problem. No?
So they make like a few steps forward in this season and holiday few steps back, and
it's really difficult. I read one interview. It's not one interview. It was one Instagram information of Bruninho. Is one of the most important player in the world that he complained a lot. Because he said that they play too much, they practice too much, they never have time for rest, and this is true. You know, the difference between this kind of player is too much. No, there is one side player that never rests, and one side player that rests too much, and you have to try to keep one balance. And in this moment, probably the political side is too bigger because all want to have player competition and so on, like this season that. There is the World Cup in Japan in October, and this tournament is honestly, I don't understand why they make this tournament in Japan without any effort, because there is no, in the past was a tournament that qualified for the Olympic game, now it's for nothing, only for the ranking, and for what? to give the guys more tired. I don't know what can happen if probably, I know, good Vitalainen probably go there with the second team, not with the best team, because it's totally without any sense, this competition. And this is the problem, no? And in this way is one part that we can improve, and we have to improve. The second side, of course, to elevate also the quality of our practicing with volleyball, with the physical side, of course. And we can, of course, so we can test better the players probably. And we need more research, we need more money to have the opportunity to test the guys like we would like, but we can't in this moment in volleyball.
So here we come to my part. Yeah. About athletic preparation. How important is it for volleyball, and do you believe that because of better athletic preparation, volleyball player can go to a better level in volleyball also?
The sport is in this direction. The direction of to be top athletes in every sport. You can be, if you go to track and field, you have to fight for the second in one running of 100 meters, no? But it's mostly the same also in volleyball. You can see, no? If Leon serve every service 125, it's really difficult for reception to have a good stable reception. What's mean that the quality, the physical quality have to be higher and higher. In the same time, like you know exactly, it's not easy to find a good balance of the work because, every time we're fighting about to have a good volleyball. The best result is the volleyball, but for to have a good volleyball, you have to have athletes with good preparation, physical preparation. My opinion is the key of the future of volleyball, to have a player with perfect preparation and not stressed preparation. What I mean, that sometimes we was working in the past with too many stress, too many work, because we are every time afraid that it doesn't work, the player, we make a lot of mess, in my opinion, a lot of confusion. No? We have to find one solution in this direction for improve the level of the players, and probably the period of no volleyball can be the key, like in NBA. The NBA, they are the key, the best in this direction, because they work a lot in the off-season, over the physical condition, because during the season they play basically. And it's the same in our side. I believe a lot in your work because it's really much easier for me to work with players that are in better shape.
And what is the level of athleticism among players in Plus Liga when you want to compare it with another league, for example?
My opinion is really good. You have to be honest. In the last, I'm here for 2011. I started to work with national team 2011, and I know very well this competition. And now is usually in every team to have the physical trainer. When I was here in the beginning, it wasn't like this. Mm-hmm. Not all the team have the physical trainer. I talk about 8-9 years ago, and it wasn't like this. Now all the club have the physical trainer, and this is one huge step in front. Also, the body of the Polish guys are really strong in general. You can see, the guys are really taller, really stronger, and is one biotype. I don't know what is in English. Biotype. I don't know in English. Yeah, I understand. You understand, no? And they are really good, but they improve. They improve a lot, in my opinion.
And the young player, are you satisfied with their level? Because every year you have in Gdańsk, you can observe that new young generation come. Are they ready to?
In my opinion, I want to be honest with you. We have to try to teach to the coach of the younger league to work better with the weights when the guys are younger. They have to learn the most important part of the techniques of the weightlifting when they are younger. They can work better. It's not easy because all these guys that we have also, they was study here in Gdańsk. When they have the school, is not easy because they have the school, they have to study, they have the test, they have practicing. Is difficult, no? But for this reason, when the guys are in the off season, is the most important moment for them, also in the physical side. When they are younger, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, you understand? When they arrive in the ending of the school, that finally they are professional, because only when they finish the school, they can work with us in the morning, in the afternoon, they are professional. They just have to be ready for work, and a lot of time is not like this. They are not ready totally, because they don't know what is the weightlifting, they don't know what is to make one squat, they don't know, what they have to do. And this is, in my opinion, one important key.
Do you have some favorite system of athletic preparation that is good for volleyball, you think, or you especially like something or don't like?
Okay, I am really open in this direction, but the direction that all the physical preparation take in the last 10 years, it's really interesting. I love the free weights. No, I don't like the machine. I think that is much more important to work with the weights, the free weights, and not machines with the dumbbells, with the situation like this, because you have the control of your body. Now there is also one big work over the core in general, and this is another thing really important, because I was talking, I don't know, 1 week ago with my friends, and they told my key is to have player without injury in the practice, and it's like this mostly. Mm-hmm. In the past there was a lot of knee problem, back problem, shoulder problem. Now it's all under control. This is the most important thing, in my opinion, for your job, to put the guys in one good situation.
Okay, and what would you do in a situation like this, that one new player come to your team and he said, hey coach, I have my own athletic coach that I have been working with for last 6 years. He understands my body, he knows me very well, and I feel very good. Do you let him work with this athletic coach if he is not part of your staff?
Listen, I never have in my life, because until now the big effort that we have is to have in every team of Plus Liga one physical coach.
Yeah, but then we have situation that every year some players change his athletic coach.
That is true.
And until I learn him my system and I teach how to work with him, I need time for this, right? Sometimes it's even half season.
This is true. I think I'm really open in this direction. But of course, I don't like if they have only one schedule and they make this own schedule without control. This is one thing that for me is not possible. If you want to have your physical coach, you have to have a physical coach like they have in NBA. They'd follow you every day. It's not possible to send one mail about the plan, about the player, because you have to know what is the connection of your job with my job. You have to see what's happened during my practice, how many jumps they made, how long is the practice, how work is on the defense and reception, how are the guys are stressed in the moment of the match. It's a little bit difficult, this analysis. It's for this that if you are here with your physical coach and you said, okay, my physical coach is come from Gdańsk and I want to follow him, can be. But in my opinion, it's not the best solution, because he doesn't know what's happened with my side of practicing. Yeah. I think that the good team work, good team staff work is connected with the work that I made, that you made. I asked you what you do, you asked me what I do, you asked the physical coach, the physio, what is the condition of the guys. You understand? It's not only concerning physical preparation, it's only concerning technical preparation. Also my working is not that I can make one exercise and it's finished. It's not like this, because there is some technical thing that have to work, but sometimes the guys are not in perfect shape about the mind, about the physical side, about the mental side, about the problem at home, and you have to know. It's a little bit more complete, the things. In my idea, is much better in this moment that we can improve our work with some information more that we can't have, because we don't have the budget in almost all the team. No? I want a lot of things in this club to make it, but I can't.
Yeah, there is priority.
I would like to have the statistic in every practice of my team, like I have in the national team, but I don't have the people that can make, because I have only one statistic. No, the idea is to have something more. One statistic more, one physio more, one physiotherapist more, one physical preparator more maybe, one that work over the weightlifting, one over the core stability, do you understand? The idea is to have more person that work around the team with more research, more money, because we know what we have to do, but now we can't.
And is it important for you that your athletic coach has some volleyball past? Or if he is just good enough, he can come from football, from basketball, it doesn't matter. What do you expect from your athletic coach?
You have to have experience about your job, and it can be really interesting that you have a knowledge about volleyball. In the past, I was working with one amazing physical coach that doesn't have any experience with volleyball, but he has one huge experience with the weightlifting, for teaching and improve it in the topical exercise like squat, like powerlifting, like powerlifting plus jerk, is something specific. But I think that the direction is to know better and better the sport where you're practicing, because you have to understand also during the match what's happening. When you are outside and you look the reaction of the player, the condition of the player, you can understand better what you have to do. It's like I told before, in my opinion, the key is to have persons that are involved in sport, in volleyball, more and more. And for this reason, I think that is interesting that the physical coach comes from volleyball.
When you have in your team younger and older player, do you let them work in a little different way? I mean, do you let the older guys keep some volleyball and do more physics, or give some more rest time?
Yes, absolutely. There is. This is also depends about how they learn before. You have players with a lot of experience that probably they don't need too many hours of volleyball like some guys. It's like a car that you go with the car, you have a lot of kilometers in your car, and when you have 200,000 kilometers, the car is a little bit not perfect. You have to take care. And the same in the same situation. If I work with Wojtek Zip, that he have 38 years old, I don't have to teach him to one side of the techniques, but I have to be a little bit fresh for the match, in my opinion. For this reason, yes, I have a different balance.
My last question, what is your advice for volleyball coach that just start their job, their journey with volleyball?
The idea is to give one amazing importance to the physical preparation, for sure, like I make with all my physical coach, because I believe it. That is one of the most important part of volleyball. When I talk about one player, I make one simple analysis: physical side, mental side, technical side. You are 1, 2, 3. I am pragmatic. How is important the mental side? Of course, we know how is important the physical side. We know, and technical side. And you can understand immediately that for me these three parts are connected all together, but in the same time are really important. And for this reason, I hope that all the guys that arrive, they are younger, they take care about this thing, because it's really important, of course, about the physical preparation.
Okay. Thank you very much.
This is my pleasure.